Hey guys, so it's a good time to be a Scream fan. We have our first official look. Well, I shouldn't say our first official look. We've already had a small teaser trailer, but we're getting our first official Scream 6 trailer tomorrow. And we have some new pictures from Entertainment Weekly that just came out. So, to prepare us for the trailer, to get ourselves hyped up, let's go check out the photos. So, obviously, everybody knows this is going to be set in New York City, and I'm really excited to see how that changes things because the only real city location we've had was when they were in Hollywood in California, and even then, it wasn't really like they were in the city. So, this is the first time they've really been in a city, and it just adds such a different dynamic because when you're in a small town and you're getting chased by a psycho killer, you're big news. The police are going to be paying a lot of attention. But when you're in a big city that has so many horrible things happen every day, a serial killer really doesn't compare to a lot of the things that are probably going on. Well, obviously a serial killer is right up there, but they're going to have plenty of people getting murdered every single day. So what do they prioritize? Anyway, so that's what they say. Melissa Barrera said, these kids are running away and Ghostface is still finding them in the most beautiful city, but also the most terrifying because it's so crowded and it can be aggressive. It's true. I mean, you would think in a big city, if you're getting attacked, there's that fear that people aren't going to actually help you. They're just going to whip out their phones and start recording. So we have Courtney Cox back reprising her role of Gale Weathers. So we see her in an elevator. There's somebody besides her. I can see a bit of blonde hair there. So I'm pretty sure that's probably Kirby, who is my favourite character from Scream 4, along with Charlie. I thought Charlie was an underrated character. I really would have liked Charlie Walker to come back. So it's a pity that they killed him off. So bringing Ghostface to New York adds an entirely new element to the story, says the actress. Taking the character out of a small town and putting them in the heart of the city that never sleeps, like she said, is more terrifying than ever. We've got the two sisters. There's obviously going to be some tension there from the last movie. So she says at the top of the film, we see my character Tara avoiding her trauma, and that really seems like something she would do, and desperately trying to reclaim her teenage experience and become a normal college student. So there's a lot of tension between her and Sam. She feels too protected, like she's getting way overprotected, and obviously it's a good thing she's getting overprotected because she's about to get stabbed probably. So well, let's hope she doesn't get stabbed again because that poor girl has been through enough already. And then we have a really cool photo of Ghostface. So I think Ghostface looks pretty cool in this. I like the way his costume is just billowing in the imaginary wind, it seems. Or I don't know if he's just swishing his hand across so fast, but it billows out behind him like I imagine Snape's robes to billow out behind him. If you've ever read Harry Potter, whenever they talk about the character Snape, they say his robes billow out behind him. So anyway, not a lot of time has passed since the last movie, Adz Barrera. Pretty much the same amount of time has passed that we've had between one movie and the other is the amount of time that has passed in their world. So the trauma is still very fresh. So obviously they're going to have a lot of baggage. They're going to deal with it differently. We've got Dermot Mulroney. Probably Mulroney. I don't know how to say that. He's going to be coming on board as obviously a cop. So I've seen him in a lot of things. And we have the Scream Queen Samara Weaving, who I've loved ever since she was in that movie Ready or Not. So I'm excited to have her on board. So anyway, We've got a picture of Kirby, who is definitely a fan favorite for me and a lot of other people. So it's really good to see her back, and it's going to be interesting to see how her character's grown and changed. Anyway, she says, so it says she's a star of Nashville. If any of you have seen that show, it's such an amazing show, so I highly recommend it. So Scream 6 is the return of Hayden Panettiere. I can't say anything today. Her horror movie loving Scream 4 character and fan favourite Kirby Reed, who was last seen twitching in a pool of her own blood after being stabbed by Rory Culkin's villainous Charlie Walker. So she says she's come a long way. What happened to her has obviously impacted her life and it sends her in a certain direction, but she's still the same old Kirby at the heart of it. She's just a little older, a little wiser, but just as spitfirey and snarky and all of that good stuff. So that's good to see. So she says she felt a little bit left out on the set because she's like the estranged aunt that comes back into the fold after being away. So yeah, so we're going to see our first trailer tomorrow. I could not be more excited. Let me know what you guys want to see in the movie. Like, I personally really want to see Stu back. I know it's very unlikely to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. If it did happen, it would definitely be in Scream 7, not Scream 6, because he would have to be there with Neve Campbell. But that's something I would really love to happen. I would also love if Jill Roberts was alive. I know she's not, I know. But I would love it because she's another ghost face that I thought was amazing. And apparently we were going to originally get her back in Scream 5 and then they went a completely different direction. So who knows? Movie magic could bring her back. But anyway, let me know what you want to see. Please subscribe, like, comment, all of that stuff. Thanks, guys.